good guy Microsoft typically taking the high road in the console war. Well, the gloves came off within the last few days. So just before E3, before they're even on the stage revealing Scorpio, they released a series of teaser trailers, kind of the typical marketing thing that you would see commercials to show how exciting it is to play the Scorpio. We have people sitting down on couches grabbing Xbox One controllers, which I thought was interesting. That means that the people that went out there and bought, extra Xbox One controllers that are happy with them, that bought the Elite controller, which is like $150, those people won't be left behind with the Scorpio, and they can use that incredibly, incredibly expensive controller on their probably incredibly expensive console. Let's be real here. It's probably not going to be cheap, the Scorpio. But what was really interesting in the video, other than that, was a series of coded messages. That's right, coded messages in teaser trailers for the Scorpio. And the first one that I want to point out is pretty obviously planted later on in post-production. It doesn't look like part of the scene. It looks like text that was kind of warped into the scene. And you can read a series of numbers, and at the end of the series of numbers, it looks to me and to pretty much everyone else that I've seen covering this is October 13th, 2017. Now, there is a number 10 in there, X10, which sort of makes me think Windows 10. And then an S, which makes me think Scorpio. So I'm guessing that maybe that they're throwing out there that Windows 10 is going to be on the Scorpio. I'm not sure. That's just me speculating here. But 10, 13, 17 is very visible, and to me seems pretty realistic for a release date. I'm pretty sure that's a Friday the 13th, October the 13th. And that's an interesting release date for the superstitious folks out there. For a couple different reasons, but it's also unique, and I think that would be a good release date, honestly. And moving ahead from that, there is also hidden next to a Ferris wheel a shot of 6 is greater than 4. Now, if you've been following the console war, you know that the PS4 Pro is working with about 4 teraflops of compute performance, and that's basically technical speak for it's pretty powerful. It's I forget what the exact number is, but I think it's roughly 4 times the power of the base PlayStation 4. So 6 is greater than 4. Well, it just so happens to turn out that 6 is the number of teraflops that the Scorpio is working with. So this is obviously a direct jab against the PS4 Pro from the Scorpio. And it's really funny to see this kind of passive aggressive marketing from these major corporations. These are the kind of viral video campaigns that I would expect from much smaller corporations and much smaller scenarios. But you know what? It makes me excited because it makes me feel like maybe at the show at E3, we're going to see some real head-to-head between the Scorpio and the Pro. And I'm not sure what the legal ramifications are of Microsoft in their stage show actually referencing the PS4 Pro by name. But if they're able to, I have a feeling that this is just going to be like watching a tennis match, watching these two console makers go at it. We're going to be, back and forth, like a couple arguing or something. And I'm really excited about it. Obviously, the Scorpio, we all know it's more powerful. Sony sort of makes up for that, though, given the fact of their exclusive games lineup. But blow for blow, this is going to be an epic E3 to watch. I wanted to bring this to you guys because I thought it was really interesting, especially the timing of it. We're literally a few days away from E3. So you can watch the full Scorpio reveal Sunday, I think at 10 p.m., which is kind of awesome because we're all going to be home and we're all actually going to be able to watch it. Most of what goes on at E3 is during the day, during the work week, which kind of sucks for us that have, regular jobs. But I'm really excited to see this thing. I will stay up as late as I have to get all the details, and I'm sure that I'm going to flood my channel with videos regarding the Scorpio, games, announcements, new footage. There's going to be a ton of stuff. I've actually even seen that there's going to be some HDR related announcements, which if you don't know what HDR is, it's a technology in TVs these days, and games have been using it a lot more recently. So really excited to see more games with HDR. I've read that they're going to be spotlighted at the show, and HDR as a technology is more important than 4K. I don't know why 4K is the big focal point of these consoles and they're shooting for 4K. I would love to see more HDR implementation. So if you haven't checked that out, go check it out. If you know a way to go to Best Buy or something, tell them to show you something that's HDR, and it'll blow your mind. But anyways, this is Gerber signing out. If you like this video, please thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Like I said, I'm going to be flooding it with videos regarding E3. So I'll catch you guys later.